All right, so I had this trip booked prior to the new Turo Go system going live, but during the actual trip, the new Turo Go was live, so it's considered as a new Turo Go trip. But one thing I noticed is that the earnings never showed up under my transactions, and the only reason why I caught that was because after the trip ended, which was on the 7th of February, today is the 20th, I noticed that the trip still showed as active under my trip dashboard and it wasn't sort of dispositioning out, which I kept wondering why that was the case because I have never seen that happen before. So, I kind of didn't pay any attention to it. I just figured, oh, it's a new system. There's probably some kind of an error or a glitch in the system. And just yesterday, I was kind of sitting there. I was like, let me just take a look at my earnings. I wonder if I ever even got paid on this trip, which is what prompted me to go to my transactions, which I don't regularly audit. And this was a large amount. It was $685. And sure enough, it was not under my
So after
transactions.
I thoroughly went through my transactions and confirmed that I in fact didn't get issued those earnings, of course I contacted support right away, sent them over the screenshots and explained kind of what was going on. And obviously this is such an anomaly because I've never experienced anything like this before. Support was great. They handled it within a day, issued the earnings right away, apologized, and just said that this was an odd error in the system and they're actually trying to investigate and figure out what happened or why that even happened. But they said basically on their end, it was as if the trip never started or ended for whatever reason in the system. But with that said, one thing over the years that I've never really done is audit my earnings. I never felt the need to do it, but I do think that it is probably a good idea to do it. The times that I have thought about it in the past, I've just never done it because it seems so tedious. For me in particular, because I have so many transactions that are batching out on any given day and you can't match transaction per deposit to your bank because they'll bulk out transactions if you have multiple that are batching out in a day. So if I have 4 or 5 earnings issued within the same day, it'll get batched out into one payment. And so it's very hard to match up what is being paid out to what is being deposited and to which trips they belong to. I'm sure, if you tediously put together a spreadsheet and really monitor it on a daily basis, you can audit it that way. But I'm really looking for a way that is far easier than that. So if anyone has a way of auditing their transactions out there, if you keep some sort of a spreadsheet or use a certain method to do it that is not crazy tedious, please do let me know. Obviously, it is concerning when you have a giant transaction like that doesn't get paid out. It does make you think twice about auditing your transactions. Just because it is still a new system, it's a new platform, and it doesn't surprise me that there are glitches that happen in the system. After all, at the end of the day, it is still an evolving platform that is powered by technology that is bound to have errors. That's just the nature of what it is. And I think that would be the case with anything that is similar. But I think I've only experienced issues with earnings once prior to this. So, kind of 2 times in the years that I've been doing this, at least that I've caught. But definitely want to look more into auditing my earnings is probably a good idea, just to, have that peace of mind that everything looks accurate. So if you guys have any suggestions out there, please, please, please do share and let me know so that I can implement that with tracking my transactions. And if you were on the new TourGo system and you had a trip and your trip got stuck under your trip dashboard even after it had ended, you definitely want to double check that and report that and make sure that your earnings are there. So let me know if any of you guys out there have ran into any issues, but this is kind of what happened to me. I'm just glad that I got my almost $700 from that trip. So I guess it ended up being like a nice little savings account that I wasn't expecting, which was nice. But other than that, guys, that's it for me for today. Thanks again for watching. If you get a chance, please do subscribe to my channel if you like my content, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.